it engaged the audience, because we were all like, oh my gosh, when's it going to come again? I think they had the audience on board with that one, more so than any other one.
You felt the atmosphere change, didn't
Yeah.
you? Like when that place, there was these girls in front and they were going, oh no, it's going to come up again. So it's like, it put everyone on the edge of their seat a bit.
But it made the audience more engaged with it.
Yeah.
But then I think that the music had to help the images, because if it's eerie music and you're watching something, then you're going to be on the edge of your seat. If you just watch a scary image, you still be a bit like apprehensive, but because the music is kind of using more of all your senses.
Yeah.
I feel like, sorry, really quickly. I feel they could have made more of the eeriness in the picture, because I think they feel they always have to be playing something or making some sort of noise. Whereas if they'd have cut the music for a minute and just had an image and then started up again, it would have been like, oh my gosh.
I think sort of going off that, they could have been more creative, like with cutting the music, or so.
The dynamic in it.
Yeah, the dynamic. So they played what would be called parallel music. The music fitted the images. But it's called contrapuntal when you play something that's opposite. So something scary with happy music actually makes it more scary.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
It's like when, you know, the nursery rhyme, ring a rosy, but if you get a little girl singing that, it sounds really scary. It's actually meant to get
oh my god.
That is really scary.
Or even if you had like someone like humming like the tune to it.
So like the point when you get like an axed clown coming at you, that becomes scary. We know, like you're telling us what to feel.
It's going back to that, like playing your opposite.
Yeah.
So what's the next one?
Oh well, it was the romance story, but we've spoken about that. You know where they have the train fire.
Have we done?
That for me though was quite unexpected.
Yeah.
Because she was like, hi, and then I think I saw a bomb, and then it was like boom, and I was like, hey, like what? I was so
say something
confused.
about that video? About something we learnt the other day about continuity. Yeah. What's it? I think, and I know people might say, yeah, but it's a music show, like. Their images were just like telling the story and that, but the reason why I thought that like it didn't have great continuity is because they set it up so much that the train was going to Glasgow. The ticket said from somewhere to Glasgow. The train station she was going to end up would be Glasgow, and then when the train exploded, it was in Glasgow, right? Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Effectively, I suppose.
And it was London Ambulance and London Fire Brigade that was putting out the fires and. Like,
I don't know though, because the train was on its journey, wasn't it?
But then it wouldn't have been in London.
But I suppose saying that, I don't know if I didn't see it, but there was like loads of Glasgow things, and then one of them said Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And that's not Glasgow. Yeah. That's a different city.
Yeah.
And also, I was going to say similar to that. They had, when she was in the hospital, they had all these images, but then they had one from Coronation Street with David Platt up there, and everyone started laughing. I thought, why would you put something so well known in it?
They put Leonardo DiCaprio in that too.
Just broke the story.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know how they create their images and put them together, but I think.
Sorry.
I don't know how they put their images together, but I feel like they could actually do something different, because I know it's always the same one image.
They could even take their own
video or their own pictures.
Yeah, but I think that, just quickly going back to the kidnapping, they had like the same images. Not the same images, but like they had the same people, but from a different angle. And I just thought, how did they find these images? Do you know what I mean?
They didn't use like anything from films or anything like.
Yeah. With the people. Like using different like well-known people, like obviously they didn't have to, but I think with how that character, that actor is feeling at that point, might have portrayed what they're trying to show us. So in terms of the people in it, it was still a man and the woman. So I think continuity-wise in that, it didn't really matter about it being the same person, because I think they might have used that image of the person out of Coronation Street to capture something that they're trying to tell us.
Yeah.
But with like, as in them setting up something, and then like you see in London.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like I think that would be different than just showing a person, because a man is a man, a woman is a woman.
Yeah, I know, but you see a celebrity, you see something you know, you immediately then have your own opinion.
Yeah.
So, but what they're trying to do, they're trying to get their story across by music. So I'm listening to the music and I'm seeing these pictures and I'm being affected, and then I see Lewis Johnson and I know Lewis, so I go, oh, it's Lewis, I've forgotten about the story now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, I get what you're saying, yeah.
Is there a last one?
The one after that was the one with the little girl in the red coat and the woods and stuff.
Oh, that was
which
the
is
one.
what we spoke about. And then after that,
The dog one.
Dog with
Yeah,
the space. I didn't get that at
No,
all.
I didn't get that.
Yeah,
the dog and the astronaut.
That made me more laugh.
Yeah.
Because
But-
it was quite cute.
It was
Once
like-
again, that's like another one that I saw like 2 stories in, because I thought like it would just be about a dog and its owner, and then like just going through the years until it died. Obviously, they showed that near the end, but I think it just randomly, when they just like had the space thing and the astronauts, like that's another story I got from it. So it's like 2 separate ones put in together.
It was like Space Buddies, you know that film with
Yeah.
the little dogs and they were going to space. That's what it reminded me of.
I thought it reminded me of
Independence Day.
slightly more like our ways of seeing. Like you said, one of them reminded you of that. I thought this one, just because it was a dog and we saw the dog going on a journey, and I know it's more like literal because you were thinking more outside the box with it, but I don't know. Like it made me laugh because some of the dog photos were like them smiling and stuff. But then at the end, I can't remember what happened, but it wasn't as a happy ending,
No,
was
I
it?
think did
I was
someone
like,
die or?
Yeah, I think the owner died, like the astronaut guy died, but then like the dog was left with the woman, like the guy's wife.
Oh,
I'm back.
I was
Yeah.
confused.
I don't know. I thought it was quite.
I just thought it was cute.
I thought it was just but like it didn't have much change in it. Like it didn't have much dynamic. You saw it like it just amused me, and that's all.
The music
like
was good for it though.
I don't know.
I think it was epic. Like,
It was sort of like something you'd see in a film. Like, oh, it starts off like you get introduced to like the characters and that. They go on like a journey or something. They had to do like a quest or something like that. Was obviously with the aliens and that. But then like it was also like
Oh,
the
yeah, the
ending. Like,
alien. I remember that. I thought it was a monkey.
but it was like the ending. It's like, oh, they come back and they all live happily ever after or something. But that's the way I saw sort of like a beginning, a middle, and an end, sort of just like from the film.
What was the apocalyptic type one?
Oh yeah, the one where like all the like.
Statue of Liberty was
Yeah,
like,
it started off with the world. It started off with.
That was the second one.
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
that started off with the world. And
that's
then,
that one.
yeah,
No,
I heard
no.
somebody say, oh well, you know what's gonna happen now? Like as soon as they saw that world, it's like, oh yeah, well the world's gonna end. Someone said. I started laughing, but then I looked around at them because at the end of it, it didn't end. The humans won the battle against the aliens.
Yeah.
So I looked around and she was just like.
I like the ones that weren't as predictable, like the lovers when the train blew up. Even though my favourite one was the beginning.
I didn't see that coming. It's a bit like what Carly was saying.
Yeah,
the
I was
other
just
day.
about to say that.
Don't let the audience
But you
be
know-
one step ahead.
I didn't like in that one when all the ambulances came. All the singers did was the Nino.
Oh no,
That
that generally made me laugh. Like I was holding it in because they were like, but they were like really going.
And then
like,
another one was
projecting
going,
it.
and then another one was going like ring ring, because like they was calling up like the thing.
Ring is a word,
Yeah.
It was like,
but like,
they were doing the sound ring.
but if they were
So it's
going,
not the
woo,
It isn't.
that's different to
They're saying
Nino.
ring ring.
That's still the same sound.
The
But
phone-
It does
an
something
actual phone
interesting.
doesn't go ring ring.
so
I liked how like in one of them, like the bass. Oh, when they did the heartbeat. The heartbeat I really liked when they used the bass and it was like dum dum dum, and they used like the instruments in a different way, and I thought that was quite good.
yeah.
So
going around out of the groups, what one did you find to be your favourite?
Julia.
I found my favourite the vintage first one.
First one.
First one.
First one.
Lovers.
The first one.
The first one.
The first one.
And going back round again, we'll just say one word to sum up the whole show in general,
Ooh.
starting with Sam. Oh, Alex.
As I only watched the first one, what I got from that was fun.
Jazzy.
Uninspiring.
A roller coaster.
Passive.
Journey.
I agree with the passive one, but I don't know how else to word that because like unengaging.
I would say a contradiction for the reasons that
You just have to say words now.
No, but I want to explain my reasons for my nomination. I'm joking. Basically, the reason why I say contradiction is because sometimes like the musicians would like catch my eye, and then sometimes they wouldn't, and then it would be the same with the clips.
Right.
Errol's last word.
Epic.
Why?
I talked about the last one was quite epic. With the
Yeah,
space.
the last one's quite epic.
Moving on.